Hey everyone, just a quick video. Since Pam and I sold the gym last summer, since we sold CrossFit Champions, we started training in the garage again. That's where we started, it's where we're back at. And we've had a lot of people ask us to kind of talk about what we stocked our gym out with and what we ordered and what we have and who we got what from and stuff like that. So I just want to give a quick tour of what we have and just kind of give you an idea where we were and what all we decided to get, what's important to us. So the first thing we knew that we wanted to do was have a stable apparatus to do not only all of our weightlifting, but the pull-ups and a few other things that we do with the rig. So we went ahead and got with Rogue. These were their standard tall uprights, 108-inch uprights, and we had these custom cut. I told them the height of the ceiling, and we just figured out how many inches that we needed to cut off of those. And we got ours, obviously it's a wall mount version, and one thing that we did is a little bit different. I went ahead and got a fat bar so that some of the pull-ups we do could be a little bit more difficult on the grip. And then on this cross member here, we got the Spieler bar, which is just going to be the single unit instead of the double unit. And other than that, it's a standard Infinity rig, 2x3 inch steel wall mount. And then with just about everything else, I'm a deal monger. I really look for good deals. So we found some stuff on Craigslist, some pretty good stuff. We got the Airdyne off of a Craigslist listing, and most of the other stuff, some of the weights we bought used. And then the GHD, there's a few things we've, here in Texas, here in Houston, we've got some good companies local. And so Pro Maxima is here in town. They've got a lot of good stuff. And because they're local, I can pick everything up and not have to pay for freight or anything. So they've got a really good GHD. We had these exact same GHDs in CrossFit Champions. So some of them lasted for about 7 years before we had any kind of problems with them at all. So and they're only about $300 for Pro Maxima. So that's where we got the GHD. A couple of the benches that we got, we actually ordered those from, man, I can't even remember. I might have even gotten them from Walmart.com or something, but decent brands. And then show you the bumpers and bars that we got and everything else. The boxes we built ourselves because we still had all the literature on how to build those, so we did the boxes on our own. Got some weight vests from, I want to say, ultimately I want to say I got those from Amazon, but they're the MIR or MER Pro weighted vest. The kettlebells we also got from Pro Maxima. You can kind of, for those that really get into the kettlebells and the intricacies of the different handle types and widths and thicknesses and stuff like that, I'm sure everybody's going to have their preference. We really didn't have a big preference, so we just went with a great deal that was here local, Pro Maxima. Got all of our dumbbells and the rack from Get Prescribed here in town. And then all the bumpers. I'm a huge fan of Rogue's equipment, especially when we're talking about the rigs and the bars and the bumpers. So we went ahead and got 2 standard Rogue bars for Pam and I to use. And then also from Pro Maxima here in town, they've got a really, really good Alumilite bar. And we had a bunch of these at CrossFit Champions for a long time too. These were the women's favorites that were doing really, really light work because it's a really good bar. It still fits in the width of the rig. And the knurling, some of the Alumilite bars that we've had over the years, or different brands or Lumen bars, the knurling is just atrocious, and it rips your hands to pieces. Even some guys didn't like using them. So I really like these bars from Pro Maxima. We've picked up a few others on sale, just good deals that we found. But and then the bumpers, we got Rogue HG bumpers for the 25s, 35s, and 45s. And then for the 10s and 15s, we got the recycled rubber version. And then we've got our slam balls. To be honest, some of these slam balls we started picking up at Academy. Academy is starting to carry some CrossFit type equipment. So this is their BCG version. I figured I'd buy a 20 and test it out. We've slammed the tar out of this thing and it's working just fine. Pretty much looks the same as any slammer that you get from anywhere. So got their 30 as well. Probably start climbing up in weight on those. We got the Get Prescribed ab mats. We've got all of our knee sleeves, all of our wrist straps, all of our collars. the med balls we got from Get Prescribed, and looking around, I think that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, we picked up a rower recently. Pam's got a bunch of personal training clients, and once we got to a point that the bank was kind of sitting there with $1,000 sitting in it, not really knowing what to do with it, I was like, well, let's go ahead and get a rower naturally. So that's pretty much the Munson Home Gym, and if you have any questions, let me know.